Okay, welcome back, gentlemen. Ray, Rob, actually, Ray's brother and Rob's brother, Sean and Ben. We're going to do our standard issue recap to the best of my ability. I was away camping, so I suspect some of my numbers are inaccurate, especially in Southeast Asia. However, we'll give it the old community college try, if you will. The United States has 4 infantry, 4 artillery in eastern United States. In C-Zone 101, they have 4 transports, 1 destroyer, 1 empty carrier. In Brazil, there are still 2 infantry. There's a transport for the United States in C-Zone 86. In C-Zone 91, I see 2 American subs, 1 American battleship, 1 fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 transports, it would appear. There are also 2 British transports. In Gibraltar, I see 2 tactical bombers, 2 infantry, and then 2 infantry for UK as well as 1 fighter. Morocco, I have 2 American infantry and 2 British infantry. Tunisia still has 1 French infantry. Alexandria has 1 French infantry. Egypt has 1 French infantry, 2 Anzac infantry, 2 British infantry, 2 British fighters. C-Zone 81, there's a destroyer and a transport. Belgian Congo, there's a tank. Changeki territory has a British fighter. Rhodesia has 1 British infantry. South Africa has 1 British fighter. The only 2 remaining countries in control by Italy are French Central and French Equatorial Africa. That's soon to stop, I'm sure. Malta, 1 infantry, 1 AA piece. Out in C-Zone 95, the Italians have a sub, a destroyer, 4 transports, a carrier with 2 fighters. In southern Italy, there are 4 AA pieces, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank. Northern Italy has a German infantry. Southern France has 6 German tanks, 2 AA pieces. Bordeaux, Normandy has 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 4 tanks. However, there was a mistake made in that battle. I failed to roll for your American infantry. There was so you guys are entitled at the next turn to defend for your American infantry. If you hit, I will gladly take whatever number of pieces gets taken away. There is a British destroyer in C-Zone 110, an American transport in 109, 2 French soldiers, 2 AA pieces for Britain, 2 artillery pieces for Britain, and 1 American fighter in London. C-Zone 125, there are 2 British transports. In C-Zone 112, there are 8 German subs and 3 American transports. Those are newly placed. Norway, I have 3 British infantry, 1 British artillery, AA piece. The Americans have 3 infantry and 1 AA gun as well. That territory is owned by the United States. Germany has 1 transport left in its navy. It's in 127. Novgorod has 1 tank, 1 artillery piece, 2 AA units, and 3 infantry. Berlin has 3 infantry, 3 tanks, and an AA piece. Holland has a Italian tank. France has 4 infantry, and we've already done all this. There is a artillery unit in Romania for Germany. Let's see, moving this way, that's everything. Volgrad has a factory with 6 damage units on it, and it has 1 Japanese infantry, 1 Japanese mechanized. The Caucasus has 4 German tanks, 1 German infantry, 1 Japanese tank, 3 Japanese infantry, 1 Japanese tactical bomber. Northeast Persia has 2 British tanks, 2 British mechs, 3 British infantry. Iraq has 1 tank. Persia itself has 3 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 strategic bomber, 1 tactical bomber. East Persia has 2 British tanks. And moving into India, we have a tactical bomber and artillery piece, 2 infantry, 2 tanks, and it looks like there are 5 damage points on that industry. Burma, 3, 4, 5 British infantry, 3 AA guns, 1 artillery. Nope, correction, 3 artillery. Shan State, 1 British artillery, 2 British infantry, 2 Anzac infantry. Siam, 1 British infantry. Malaya, 4 British infantry, 1 Anzac infantry, 2 Anzac fighters, 1 Anzac strategic bomber, 1 Anzac AA gun. Sumatra is owned by the British, where they have 1 infantry. The Seazone 37 has a Anzac transport and a French destroyer. Java is owned by Anzac, where they have 1 infantry. Borneo is owned by the United States, where they have 1 infantry and 1 artillery piece. Celebes is owned by Britain with 1. That's actually UK Pacific, but you know what I'm getting at. 1 infantry there. Before we get back out to sea, let's finish up. Yunnan has 1 British infantry. Sichuan has 2 Japanese fighters, 2 Japanese tactical bombers, 1 Japanese artillery unit. Kweichow has 1 infantry, 1 artillery unit. Hunan has 1 infantry, 1 tank, 2 mechs, 1 artillery unit. Guangxi has a tank and a mech. Hong Kong has a tank and 2 infantry. Let's move up. Siberia has 3 Japanese infantry. Korea has 2 artillery, 1 AA piece, 2 infantry. That should be it for all of Southeast Asia, all of Asia. Oh yeah, Germany has a tank in Yenisei. All right, let's pick up where we left off. In the Philippines, there are 2 infantry, 1 artillery. He has 2 transports, 2 fully loaded carriers, each with a fighter and attack, 2 battleships and a cruiser. In Seazone 20, he has a battleship and a destroyer. And let's see. In Seazone 6, there are 3 fully loaded carriers, each with a fighter and a tactical bomber. He has a cruiser, 2 destroyers, 1 sub. I don't see any transports there. Japan, he has 2 strategic bombers, 1 fighter, 3 AA, 2 artillery, 5, 6, 7 infantry. Iwo Jima, 1 infantry. Dutch New Guinea is owned by Anzac, where it has an infantryman. There is a destroyer in 46, a destroyer in 55, a destroyer and a transport in 62, and an Anzac sub in 54, along with an American destroyer, cruiser, battleship, and transport. In Queensland, there are 3 Anzac infantry, 2 American infantry, 1 Anzac AA gun, 1 Anzac fighter. South Wales, he has a tank. I still have this guy who's been sitting there all game in New Zealand. 46 has a destroyer. 55 has a destroyer. Moving up to 25, in Midway, there are 1 man, 1 AA piece, and 1 destroyer at sea in 25. In 26, I still have, and I suspect this is wrong, an Anzac ship. I think it's a cruiser. Let me know about that one. There's a Anzac fighter in the Hawaiian Islands, where there are also 2 American infantry, 1 American mech, 1 American artillery, 1 American AA piece. At sea in Seazone 26, the United States has 2 fully loaded carriers, each with a fighter and a tactical bomber, 3 subs, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 2 transports. And again, this ship is in question. The United States has a destroyer and a sub, and a strategic bomber in Western United States. To the best of my knowledge, that's about as accurate as I have it. Please bring it all to my attention so we can get everything square. But that's it after Germany's turn 9 has been completed.